it does, right here's where I'm going to start trying to hook it. Right here I'm working on that lock. I don't have a good position on it because my head's way over here. Now see how it starts putting pressure here? And then when I come over here, I'm not squeezing, but you can see where it starts tightening up just with that same one.
Oh, yeah.
And then I start crabbing up with you and I can really put pressure. So I'm going to move my hand to probably 1.5 inches. Right?
Yeah.
And so I'm grabbing here so I can keep it loose so I can talk to you. I want to get it in here nice and tight. And again, we're squeezing our shoulders back. It's not so much this pumping the arm up as it is tightening up, pulling your chest together. Now see if we can do this from you can do it standing from a punch. Guard. If I'm in your guard and I want to try to do this lock, get your hand up. See, I can't do it because you can push my hips back. I've got to get up here to put pressure on you. I've got to get my head down by your head so you can push back your hips to break that lock. But if I'm in mount, you can see where I've got control. Same thing, if you're in guard and I give it to you, you can put it back on me a lot quicker. Right? But if I'm in mount and you try to do it to me, again, I can move my body out of it. Here, when we're fighting, what I really want to do is I want to trap your head. So I'm going to push my hand here and start pushing your head down away from me. That's going to give you the setup for it. So if you start pushing up with your head and trapping my arm.
Here.
Right? Now, your right arm should be laying palm up on the ground. That's your left arm. Right.
Okay.
Now shoot it up higher.
Yeah.
And put your left hand, grab on your forearm. There you go.
There we go.
Now start squeezing. See, you got pressure there.
Yeah.
But still just a little bit. You can submit somebody from here, but as you start crawling across, go ahead. Not tracking half guard. You can still squeeze and you can still work that submission.
Yeah.
But you want to get over the out. Now squeeze. Now from the pressure you get, how easy it is. Now go ahead and flip all the way over to a Pescatani position. Right foot posted. Sit back, push your head back towards my knees and squeeze.
Oh, wow.
And so that way you're going to get a lot more pressure. And plus, if you don't have it, when you post, you're going to post your foot and push back. Instead of just leaning back, you're actually going to be sitting with your foot posted.
Okay.
Right? My body's back this way, my feet are behind you. And that way you're taking my head and touching it to my chest. Right? So I get you in this position, lock up, submit.
He's driving.
Right, pull, squeeze.
You're blocking it.
Right, now go ahead and squeeze again.
How'd you do that?
This is on my chest, or your head's not going to be able to touch that mat over there when you're going to use your head to trap it. But you can transition from one to the other as you start seeing the technique get ready to set up.
Okay.
Right? Like I said, when you're right here, what I want to do is I want to shove your head and hook.
Yeah.
So when my hand comes up to start making that shove, right, you're going to come in and get fish underneath it. Or I'll maybe start reaching across your back to try to set up for a turn. So when my hand comes on the inside, that's where you're going to go ahead and set up and start trapping with your head.
Okay. So put it down. I thought you were going to block it.
If you get my hand down, sit up and grab the. So you've got that same lock that you would have if we were in mount. So now you squeeze and push away at your hips. And separate out the body. You can do the same triangle, arm triangle from guard. Now when I start the lock, we're going to start pushing your hand over. Alright? So I come over here to the belt. See?
Yeah.
Now it's hurting that side of your neck. But this side, you can still breathe. You still got blood flow. But when I come over here, that's when we're going to put pain on.
Yeah.
And you're doing a pretty good block. All I'm going to do is just start kind of tensing up a little bit. And I'm just going to relax right here. Now you've got to do something because I'm still hurting you and it's still putting stress on you. As you start doing something, you're going to relax that hand a little bit or you're going to move your body. Maybe we move this way. Right?
Oh, how did you do that? Just pull down the back.
I didn't pull your head. But when you changed your body position, your hand moved and your shoulder moved.
Really?
So you're feeling that, but you gotta You know, right here, you've got a good lock. When you rolled over, your hand did this, and so I got your shoulder back here, right? So that's what this whole thing's doing, is pushing your shoulder over. So when you roll over, and your shoulder changes that position, I can lock you back up again. Plus, I'm slide around your body. Here, I'll do it to you because you're shorter. It's easier to reach. I'm not locking up this way. I'm completely to the side. I'm perpendicular to it. My chest is right in the shoulder.
You got your head.
See, from right here, no lock, right? Got to squeeze really hard. I'm not going to get that choke. Right here, barely have to squeeze it off. And my forearm's cutting right across one artery, the shoulder's in the other. This way, my bend's right across that artery. Makes it a little bit more difficult. So, like I said, you can do it from standing. Lock under, lock. Here, and again, I'm going to lock over. And this way I can get out of case of autonomy. So you want to keep your ear down by my ear. So now my option is I got to start turning into you, start locking you up. Right, and when you feel this leg come over, you're going to throw that one over. Now you're just going to turn around and grab it. Across the body.
Left.
Right across your body. Put your right arm over.
Oh, I thought you said left. Oh, we're on the other side.
Right. Now, you lock your feet on it. Lay back and arch your hips. See how now it's starting to pull. Right now we got an issue with my flexibility. It's hurting muscles. If you go ahead and flop and pull, then you're going to get the snap and the pop that you want. And again, it's that speed. As soon as you turn out, boom, hips come up before you hit the ground. Again. Oopsie.
Too far.
Right. And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get it here nice and tight and spoon you. And that helps me with my turn, or I'm going to hook my foot over and start trying to pull out the back.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So as soon as you feel my foot come up, my leg come over here, this one shoot up, and you're just going to lay over top of it. Now you got it.
Okay. It's not very smooth.
Hook your right arm over top and hook it in your armpit. Right. Now you got better control. Now you can also put it here to keep it from turning over. Not very smooth. No, it takes a few times to get smooth. When somebody gets them out, what we're going to do is we'll reach in here and we're going to put our fingers right here on the hip bones. We're going to buck up, and when we do, we're going to push, and that's going to lift him off the ground a little bit. That's where you have to cooperate. Because the next thing's come through is my knee. And if I get you up just about 4 more inches, I'm going to catch you. So I push here, my knee comes through, I'm going to step over, and there's my ankle lock.
Whoa.
So when we're down here with somebody's in mount, usually they're going to be doing something. So he leans back or something, he's getting ready to punch. When he goes to punch, I'm going to buck and push. There's my separation, and there's my ankle. Turn through the technique. And you end up over top with your leg catching. Try it real slow. In here. Oh. Push up. In.
Which?
I prefer that. No, that's the way I do it. Now go ahead and start spinning your body around.
Which way? I couldn't see.
Buck up. Right here, this knee's coming through. This knee's pushing out. My right foot's going to step over.
Okay.
Right? Now there's my lock. So that knee that comes in, you're going to push with it, step over with the other leg.
Okay.
Get trapped with the leg. I pull my right knee in, and push over and stick with my left leg. It's automatically going to throw me up nice and high. Right?
Yeah.
Push out and step over with this foot. Step over, step over, step over, step over.
Ah, I get it. All right. And whatever you want to do.
And then you should have your heels up there.
Yeah.
Because most times they end up on their face. You do it fast, we end up pancake them on their mat and their mat. Right?
Too high.
That's all right. Leg over. No. Leg over. Here's your trap.